And in this tutorial, you're going to learn how to use basic functions in Trello, a task management system for group work. You'll know how to create a board in Trello that is either public or private, along with the task that you put in that board. How to create a team, which is great for group work, and that team contains multiple boards and tasks. You'll learn how to manage these, and then how to assign tasks to specific individuals. So teachers and students will know how to use Trello application to create the task boards, which can be utilized when performing group work as a student or for assigning tasks or goals to specific teachers in a meeting setting. So let's go to Trello. Press on it. And I've already logged in, but I'll show you when you log out. It's really simple to sign up. All you do is go log in or sign up. And then when you're signing up, just sign in with your Google account. I've already made one, so I'll log in. Again with Google. Of course, you use your K-12 North Star account. And now, as you can see, I have some boards up. So if you go to your home screen, this is what pops up, your recently viewed and your personal boards. So I have a to-do board and a personal board. Let's go to a board, and this is what's on a board. On a board, you can make lists. The lists that I have made are to do, doing, and done. So if I want to add a card, which is something that tells me what I'm doing or what has to be done on that list, then all I do is press add card. So let's say I need to upload a video to YouTube about how to use Trello. So we'll go add card. And now when we press on the card after we've added it, we can add a lot more to it. So here's a description. You can add comments, and other people within the groups can add comments to this task. And then you can also add attachments like a URL or a file from your computer. See Dropbox, Google Drive, computer, or OneDrive, or you can attach a link such as a video. You can add a due date. So let's say I want to get it done today by 2 p.m. Save. So now it tells me that the due date is coming up soon. I have the description, and now if you want to add a checklist, you can add a checklist by pressing on checklist, putting the title of that checklist, and then press add. Now that we've added this checklist, we can add items to it. So let's say make video, upload video, post video in website. Now I've added all these items to my checklist of what to do, and you can add as many as you want. And then after they're added, as you see, if you press the checkbox next to that, then it tells you how much of this checklist you've completed. So I'm making the video, so I check it off. Now I'm 33% done with my task. So I'll close this off. It tells you when it's due right here, and then how many of the tasks on the checklist you've completed. And then it tells you that there's a description, so you can press on it and look at the description. If there's any comments, it will also show you down here that there is a comment and if it's been seen or not. So it's been seen by everyone. There's a comment, description, and a checklist. So now if I check everything off and it's 100% done, we can see everything is done, which means I can move this from the to-do by holding down as I click on it and dragging it to the done. And I've also completed this task that I was doing, so I'm going to go to done here. And now when it's done, press this button to show that you've completed it. So you can also add other lists. You don't just have to have done, doing, or to do. You can make it whatever you want. Like if you wanted to say a bunch of tasks that you need to do to get your YouTube channel running, do that. So you can make as many lists as you want. And another important thing to know about this board that I'm on is that it is a personal board and that it is private, so no one can see it. If I want to change it, all I do is press on this button, and now I can either add it to a team board, or to the public. So I don't have any team boards made right now, but I'll show you how to do that in a second. Now, if I put it as public, then everyone on Google can see it, and it gives me a link that I can share with people so they can come to my board and see what I'm doing. If I want to add people to this personal private board, all I do is press invite to board, add the email address, or I can press invite with link, and all you do is create the link, copy it, and send it to the individuals you want to add. So now when I'm working in a group setting, it's usually more helpful, instead of making a ton of lists, to have multiple boards. So how I'm going to do that, I'm going to press home, add, and create team. So this is still a free thing to do on Trello, so it's not going to cost any money, and it's a really effective way to have group discussions and task management systems. So Tanana group. Okay. So now that I've created a group by pressing the create button, we can go here, we can edit the team profile. If there's a website, like let's say I want to add my website, you can add the website link there, press save. And to add members, all you have to do is put the email address of everyone that you want in the group in here. You can also share the board with friends or clients so they can look at it and decide if they want to edit it or not. So when you are in the group, you can create multiple boards. So let's say that I want to work on a certain set of tasks this week. So let's make one week of 1/22. Create board. So now we have to create the titles. Let's say to do. Now I have all the lists that I want, and from here you add the cards that you need for each of these things, and you can search cards to see what are due the next day, what are due in the next month, if they're overdue, have no due date. So you can filter a bunch of things, and labels. And when you make a card, you add labels. So this might be a helpful tool if you want to make finding cards that are associated with certain things easier. So let's add a to-do. And now, let's say I have a team leader. So I want this person to know that they're the team leader. So to show them that this, and say the date that you want the meeting to, of course. So let's say we're having a meeting on Friday, save. We can also add checklist, add, so what we're going to do at this meeting. And let's say we want the team leader to make the checklist. So now this team leader is going to make a checklist when they log on to Trello, and they're going to lead the meeting during the meeting time, which is January 25th at 2 p.m. So from here, if we want to add a specific person, it shows all of the team members visible up here once you've added them. Right now it's only me. So what you do if you want to add a specific person to a task, you drag their icon down to the card that you made. So now they are on meeting to discuss agenda for a week, and when they click on it, they'll see that they are the team leader, and they have to make a checklist and lead the meeting. So this is a good way to, and let's add a label too. Right here, you can add a color, so in the future, people can look up this color. So yes. Now, if you want to archive something so that it's not cramping up your list, then all you do is press on it and press archive. After you press archive, delete will show up, and you can decide if you want to delete it. You can also share a task by copying the link and sending it to people. And overall, this is how you add people to things, make cards, make boards. Now if we go back to the home page, we can press on boards and see what the Tanana group now shows up here. Let's create another board. And now on this board, we can do the same thing where we create meeting agendas, to-do lists, and completed. So it's really helpful. Now when we go back, if we press on the members, we see what members, we can go to all the boards, press on the board. So if we miss something, we can see what happened the week before. So the week of 1/22, see that what tasks were completed. People can edit all of these things, add tasks, add people to a specific task, and make multiple lists, and add stickers to specific tasks if you want to. So overall, just use Trello as a way of creating things to do for specific individuals, organizing groups, looking at teams.